Your sister can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's
Mira
favour.
Forrester.
And
Red
Lady Marjorie's betrothal
King's
to the King
Landing.
may be enough to keep the Boltons
So I'm
at bay,
guessing we're playing as
if
different
it's
Forresters, huh?
presented to
That's
her
pretty cool.
as it should be.
That's a nice box. Oh, what do we got here? Brooch. Let's read the unfinished letter.
Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Alright, let's just, that other stuff did look important, but I believe that we should get on with the story progress, no less. Dusty tome, fruit. Oh, you know what, let's see if we get a good
King's
scenery out there.
Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
Listen to that. The ocean. So peaceful. The seagulls chirping. Oh, we must read this letter from Mother. I wonder what she said to us.
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
I shall do my best, Mother. But I'm afraid my best might not be enough.
One moment.
One moment and then opens door.
Sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you. I can come back later if you'd like.
Yeah, that's fine. Let him in.
No, it's fine. Come in.
I wonder what's wrong with him. He looks like a either a squire or, sadly enough, possibly a slave boy.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you alright? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
I'm just worried about my family.
Ah, letter from home, is it?
It's kind of you to ask.
Of course, milady. You've always been kind to me.
Please hurry if you can. Lady Marjorie will be here any minute.
Of course, milady.
He is a slave boy. That or
You work for Lady Marjorie?
a squire.
I may be wrong.
Servant.
It
That would be
seems like you
proper.
do.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
Well, it's a good thing we got this information then.
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but
What did they say?
I couldn't make out much, but I know they were talking about the Starks and House Forrester.
House Forrester?
This is not good news.
I hope you're not in any kind of trouble.
So do
But I thought you ought to know.
Thank you.
Most people don't tend to notice a call boy. Not in King's Landing, with so many lords and ladies about. You see and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there.
Oh. Do they now?
Good night, milady.
Good night, it's still morning.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk.
Of course.
Come, there's something we must discuss. From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own.
Well, that's very kind of
What
you.
you've suffered is beyond imagining. And your poor family as well.
My family wrote me, my lady.
I don't doubt they must be overcome with grief. But you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford.
Uh-oh.
Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept. She mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor.
Ah, shh.
She was very pleased with herself. Her face was full of mirth as she said it.
What does she intend to do?
She intends to make you miserable, knowing that will make me miserable as well. She demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important. I cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
I guess I should
What
probably
do
say
I
I'm
say?
sorry, but yeah, what should I say?
Find a way to appease her.
Alright, so basically
Humor
roll
her.
over.
Tell her what she wants to hear.
Ah, lead her into a false sense of security.
See if the
I
Queen
like it,
Regent is
Queen.
ready to receive us.
Oh, it's my lady.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
I understand. Okay. So I'm guessing, as the
Good luck.
boy, I must be strong, and as with her, I must be kind of in the sense the rollover type, but in more of the sense of false security. You know, lead the queen on, let her believe what she wants to believe, and then eventually stab her in the back. It's him. Ah, I love him. I wonder if he's gonna be
You
our
can
enemy.
do this.
Or maybe possibly an ally. I do not know. I'm very curious. So this definitely takes on way after the seasons. Because I remember
Lady
this.
Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Oh wow, it's the actual voice actor.
Lord
I wonder how much they
Tyrion.
had to pay for him.
Your Grace?
Unless I don't know, I can't tell.
With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Kneel before her.
Your Grace.
The queen is
Garments and
pleased.
courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
gonna
House
be
Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl.
Fair enough.
Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he? She
To the
is.
one.
Yes, Your Grace. To the one true king.
Uh-oh.
The one true king. Yet she didn't say which.
Oh,
It
okay.
was clever.
Ah.
She
I don't
only
like
I
you.
don't care what she meant. I care what she said.
Alright. I got this. I can do
I won't
this.
stand for impertinence from a girl of the north.
If you would give her the chance to explain.
Perhaps she can explain why the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark for centuries. A house of traitors.
Yes, Your Grace. They are traitors.
The Starks were your liege lord, yet you name them traitors so easily. Is it any wonder you were so impertinent to ask which king deserves your loyalty? If you have any loyalty at all.
I am screwing up big time.
Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
Yes, Your Grace. Absolutely.
I see. Despite the fact Roose Bolton allied with Walder Frey. If it was me, I'd find it difficult to so quickly forgive the men who
Fuck,
killed
mate.
my father. Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances.
This is not easy.
There are
I have
ships
to
and
start
shields
thinking.
to be built, and Joffrey will need
better.
a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forrester Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes, Your Grace.
I feel like I gotta start
It would be
answering
a
the middle
shame to
ones.
see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes, Your Grace. I would do anything.
Okay, good.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I'm sure she regrets it.
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
This is
Loyalty can be
super
such a
pressure.
hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question. And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
I'm sure she
Let the
would...
girl answer the question.
Oh boy.
Go on.
Be true to the king, I'm loyal.
My loyalties would never conflict, Your Grace.
That's a coward's answer. I will not have my time wasted by a northern girl who thinks she can play games.
Shit, I'm not good
Who
at
do you
this.
choose?
Fuck.
The king, of course.
Well said. I
You,
was beginning to
you
worry
told me
you
to
didn't
say
have
what
your
I...
priorities straight.
You told me to say what she wants to hear. Why are you acting like it's
She
a...
is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
Oh god damn it. This is not making
My
my
sense
job
is this
easier.
girl will say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging.
Fuck.
I'd like a word with you, if I may.
I bombed that shit.
Of course, Your Grace.
But she's so mad at me. God damn it.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannisport. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man. You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
That certainly took courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Marjorie was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased.
Yeah.
It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I did it for Lady Marjorie.
Rather odd, if that's what she asked of you. But I'm sure she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences.
Oh, right,
She
right,
takes
that is...
great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the crown in this regard, not her.
You can help my family.
Ah,
I
that's the...
suppose the crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Marjorie might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that?
It's a risk I'm willing to take, Lord Tyrion. Please.
You are a brave girl, aren't you?
I am.
I'll consider it.
Thank you.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I promised Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight. 3 beautiful bottles of Dornish wine await my arrival.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North.
I know.
King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
So basically, I should have said Joffrey, don't judge, and 2 other things that I can't remember.